You can make beginner graphics look advanced with the tools already in CapCut PC. We see creators using smooth animations and clean graphics, and it looks like you'd need expensive tools like After Effects to get the same results. But that's not true. I tested it for myself to see if I could recreate high-end graphics inside CapCut alone, and honestly, the results surprised me. In this video, I'll show you 5 effects that will instantly level up your edits. They are simple, they are powerful, and I walk you through each one step by step. CapCut has way more potential than people realize. Let's jump into it. First up is an effect that's perfect for sleek intros and stylish title cards, the video in text effect. You've seen it in commercials and music videos where the video plays inside the lettering. It looks complicated, but it's surprisingly easy to do in CapCut. So here's the secret. Start a new project and just add a plain background from the stock library, a simple solid black image. Just like that. Just put it on the timeline. This is our base. Next, add your text layer. Tap text, hit add text and type out whatever you want. I'm just going to write ocean. Now, for this to really work, you need to pick a big, bold, chunky font. The thicker the letters, the more of your videos you'll see. Once you've got your text styled and sitting in the center of the screen, create a compound clip with the black layer, or you can use a shortcut, Option G on Mac. Okay, now bring in the video clip you want playing inside the text. This is your main visual. Add the text image you just created right on top of your video. And here's where the magic happens. Select the overlay, your text image, and find the blend option in the bottom menu. Tap it and you'll see a whole list of modes. Scroll through them until you find darken. Yep, just click on that, and just like that, the video seamlessly plays only within the letters. It's seriously that easy. To give it that extra bit of polish, you can add a simple animation on the text layer. Go to animation, and under in tab, try something like the concentrate effect. As you can see, I've added to this effect to my favorites. So to add something to the favorites, you just need to press that star icon. And just like that, it just went into your favorites. Tweak the duration of the animation to match your video clip and you've got super smooth reveal. The result is a dynamic eye-catching effect that looks like it took hours but was really just a few taps. Alright, next up, backgrounds. Sure, you could use stock videos, but then your edits look like everyone else's. The solution is to build custom animated backgrounds directly in CapCut. So, smooth gradients, split screen colors, even retro textures. It feels like something that should need pro software, but I promise it doesn't. So the method is a little weird, but trust me, it works perfectly. So you're going to start by adding a text layer. So just go to text and drop a default text layer onto the timeline, just like that. And here's a little trick. Delete the text it gives you. So delete this default text and just press space. Now go into the font size and crank it all the way up, just like that. So you're basically making a giant visible shape. With that space layer selected, scroll down to the background option. Here you can pick any solid color you want. So let's say you choose a nice vibrant green. I'm just gonna pop the hex code in. Yeah, so that's green. Okay, now duplicate that entire text layer. You can duplicate it by pressing Command C and Command V on Mac. On this second layer, change the background color to something else, like a dark green. Just gonna pop the hex code for that one as well, which will go perfectly with what's coming next. So now you have 2 giant colored rectangles stacked up. Right click on each one and hit create compound clip, or you can just tap one and Option G on Mac. This basically flattens our text layers into simple video clips, which is super important for what's next. Select the top compound clip and in the video menu, go to mask. Here you can pick any shape to reveal the layer underneath. For a clean gradient, choose the split mask. This will give you a line with a pop-up. You can rotate it like maybe 90 degrees for a diagonal split, and then use the feather slider to soften that edge. The more you feather, the smoother the blend between your two colors will be. So you could also use the circle mask and feather it out to create a gorgeous radial glow. So want to get texture? No worries. What you need to do is, once you have both of the gradients, you can compound those two clips together. Yeah, just right click, compound clip, then dive into the effects panel and search for something like TV lines or grain. Yeah, say TV lines, okay, and then apply it. Dial back the intensity and you instantly have a custom textured background with a cool retro vibe. Congratulations, you just made a completely unique animated background from scratch without ever leaving CapCut. Just quickly before we move on, if you're enjoying learning with me and want to add some serious flair to your edits, I've got something brilliant for you. We've put together a totally free resource called 15 Insane CapCut Effects. It's a collection of 15-minute tutorials. Don't worry, each one is less than a minute long, and we break down exactly how to recreate those viral effects. They're super easy to follow, and you can start using them in your videos straight away to get more views. The link's in the description if you want to give your content a boost. Right, let's get back to the tutorial. This next one is my personal favorite because it's just so clever. We're going to build a real deal search bar animation, complete with a blinking cursor and typing text without importing a single graphic. So it's all done with the text and mask tools. This trick is a game changer for explainer videos, tutorials, or anytime you want to show a search happening in your videos. So start by adding a new text layer, just like we did for the background. Delete the default text and just type a space. Scale it up until it looks about the right size for the search bar. You can even rotate it like that and just select the size. Perfect. Now go to its background settings and turn it to white. Yep. And now create a compound clip from the text layer. Next, head over to mask and select the rectangle mask. Tweak the corners so they are rounded like a real search bar. So in this case, I'm just gonna do like 75, let's say. Perfect. Then place the white rounded box wherever you want it on the screen. And that's your bar shape done. Next, let's build a magnifying glass. Add two layers, two text layers. So just go to mask and bring one layer in. On the first layer, just type a capital O. And then on the second layer, text layer, just type a capital I. Go to the eye or stay on the eye. Stay on the eye layer and go to rotation and set it to 45 degrees. Then place it under the O so it forms a magnifying glass shape. And boom, make both layers the full duration of the search bar so they stay visible the entire time. And just like that, you've got a magnifying glass. But what about the typing? Super easy, you'll see. So add another text layer and actually type the search query you want to animate. So I'm just typed that in. Now go to animation, open the in tab and choose typewriter, or you can choose retro typewriter, or you can choose the type 1. It's up to you, whichever you like, and then adjust the speed as you wish. So that's completely up to you, whichever you'd like to. Is it a faster or a slower typing? I suggest you to leave it on a bit slower one, just to make it a little bit more realistic. When you play it back, it looks exactly like someone's typing into the bar. So for the final touch, we need a blinking cursor as well. Add another text layer and just type a capital I. Use a thin black font and place it at the start of your query. Go to animation, scroll to the loop section and pick flash. And as I mentioned before, you can just make this for your favorite. So next time when you create something like this, it's just going to be on your favorites. Make sure you trim the clip so the cursor disappears after the typing finishes, just to make it realistic. And you can use this exact same method using mask text layers as shapes to create buttons, call to actions, boxes, and all kinds of custom UI elements. It's a surprisingly powerful trick. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how to create buttons or call to action boxes, and I'm just gonna create a tutorial for you guys. That's it. Every creator needs a clean countdown timer, right? So this method gives you a sleek rotating ring that looks like it came from a premium graphics pack. So here's how it works. Make a text layer and type the letter O. So go to text, bring in the layer to the timeline and type the letter O. Pick a font that's nice and round but not too thick. I actually think that the system default text is perfect actually for this, but by all means you can pick any fonts that's rounded basically. Center it on the screen and give it a light gray color. This is the background track for our timer, just like that. And now duplicate that O layer and stick it directly on top. So you can duplicate the layer by either pressing Command C and Command V, or just click on the layer, press Option on Mac and just pull it up, just like that. For this top layer, change the color to something bright like a vibrant green or blue or red even, whichever color you like. This will be the moving part of the ring. With the top brightly colored O selected, go to the animation menu. So this time head to the Out tab, scroll down until you see an animation called Clock Wipe. I've got this one here in my favorites. And then apply it. Then drag the duration of the animation out to match the full length of the clip. So say you want to create a 10 seconds timer, then obviously set it to 10 seconds. Now when you play it, just press space, and when you play it, you'll see the green ring slowly wipe away, revealing the gray one under it. But what if you want this to fill it up instead, not disappear? Simply you just right click the layer, create a compound clip and hit reverse, just like that. So compound clip and hit reverse. Now you have a ring that elegantly fills up over 10 seconds. But what about the numbers? Trying to manually time each number to show up for exactly 1 second, it's a pain, trust me. Here's the genius hack. Use an SRT file. Open up ChatGPT and just type in the prompt. Create a 10-second countdown and give this to me as an SRT extension. I'm going to leave this prompt in the description for you guys so you can just copy and paste it. It will spit out a perfectly formatted subtitle file. Save that code as an SRT file on your computer. Yeah, just like that. Just go and save it. And then go back to CapCut. You go to text and find the local captions, which you can find it just at the very bottom here. Import the SRT file you just made, and there you are. The numbers 10 down to 1 will pop automatically, perfectly synced, each for exactly 1 second. All you have to do is just pick a cool digital font, place the numbers in the middle of your ring, and you've got a flawless professional countdown timer. So you can use this timer to build hype for reveals, work great in workout videos, and fit perfectly in tutorials as well. So our final effect is simple but so useful. It's a clean animated progress bar that glides across the screen for the length of your clip. So this is amazing for tutorial sections, loading screens, or anytime you want to visually show time passing or process completing. So just like our other shape hacks, this starts with a text layer. So go to text and bring a default layer onto the timeline. Click add text. Yep. Instead of words, just type a bunch of underscores. Keep going until the line feels like a good length, and then reduce the character spacing by moving it into the negative side so the underscores touch and there's no gap between them. Now in the basic text settings, find the transform section, and this is key. Make sure you uncheck the uniform scale. This lets you stretch the height and the width separately. See, stretching the height and the width separately. Crank up the height scale to make the line thicker, turn it into a bar. Just like that. Then stretch the width scale until it reaches across the whole screen. Park it at the top or bottom of your frame and pick a color like a bright green or red, whichever you like. And then the next part couldn't be simpler. With your new progress bar layer selected, so click on that, so it's selected, go to animations and then the in tab, look through the options until you find one called wipe right, and then apply it. And then once it's applied, make sure, that's the most important step of all, drag the animation duration slider all the way to the end, because it needs to match the full length of your clip. So just like that, just crank it up all the way to the end and it matches the full length of your clip. And that's it. When you play your video, the bar will start on the left and smoothly animate all the way to the right, finishing its trip at the exact moment of your clip ends. It's a tiny detail that adds a massive amount of polish and tells your viewers exactly where they are in a sequence. So there you have it. 5 effects that look incredibly professional, all made 100% inside CapCut. We covered the video in text effect, custom animated backgrounds, building a search bar from scratch, the genius SRT countdown, and the seamless progress bar. The next time you feel like your videos are looking a little plain, remember these techniques. You don't need fancy expensive software to create incredible professional looking content. You just need a little creativity. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these effects was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.